Serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who's anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will, I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put your faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on Congo.
American Yahanna don't like no soldiers. In the spirit of the Lord, we don't like no soldiers. You understand me?
The same, black, Hispanic, native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ and they image, hate you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say you hate African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell, toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the I.S.U.P.K, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. U.P.K the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under Yahanna, Amy murdered Bob them and got a hug from Yahanna. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priest bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, rank and order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Somos
la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí con Lord Commander General Yahanna na I.S.U.P.K.
This is what Commander General Yahanna did. This is what he did.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. I had to dig.
That's right.
You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
You boy, you know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in, yeah. But that was my nigga, yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General Yahanna. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we U.P.K, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them, I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Let's clap it up. Hey, Shalom, Israel. Precinct Officer Agua Washington, D.C. zone. This is Monday night history class. I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yahanna. We are not affiliated with any fake Israelite organization, any Israelite organization they think they're real, because that's why we say fake. They're not real. We the only ones. Any Christian church organization, any Muslim Islamic mosque, you know what I'm saying, congregation, organization, and no Black Panther Party. We are not affiliated with none of those people, none of those groups. Do not get us misconstrued. Don't mix us up. Don't look at us when we got on all black and think that we Black Panthers, because we not. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth in this Bible. You know what I'm saying? That the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the real Jews that the Bible speaks of. And the white man, the oppressor, is the devil. And that's what he is. That's your oppressor. And he allows all other nations to come over here in our captivity, within our captivity, to be over top of us. That's why you see all the other nations over here, over top of us. They could not stand when we had economic power. They could not stand it. You know what I'm saying? Now that we got that out of the way, we're going to get into some human consumption. You know what I'm saying, that the heathens take part of. They take This is practices in their societies. And although information, when you know what I'm saying, when you do the research, it's going to say more likely because they don't want to put a stain on these heathens' names. And when I say heathens, I mean all the other nations outside of, you know what I'm saying, the nation of Israel. Because we are one blood, you know, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. We are one blood, one family. We got the same forefathers, same foremothers, all that. You know what I'm saying? But the other nations, the people that come over here, you know what I'm saying, Arabs, Japanese, Chinese, Africans, you know.
There's a question online.
Oh, what is it? Already, huh?
Yeah.
What's up, chat? Shalom, chat.
Chauncey Billings says, what's wrong with eating pork?
What's wrong with eating pork? What the Most High said, don't eat it. If we can get that scripture right quick.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're going to answer your question real fast.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7.
What's his name?
Chauncey Billings.
Chauncey Billings. Listen up real good, Chauncey. Listen up real good, man.
Leviticus 11 and 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
He is unclean. That pig has a lot of parasites in it. You know what I'm saying? When you eat that pork, even if, first of all, Chauncey, do you eat pork? Do you even eat pork? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, I'm not accusing you of it, but I just want to ask a question. You know, do you eat it? But, you know, to move on, the pig is very unclean. It's one of the most unclean animals that you can get. You know what I'm saying? And other, I mean, you have wild pigs out here. They like natural garbage collectors. You know what I'm saying? They eat everything, you know what I'm saying, on the ground. They don't care. I know my great grandfather, you know what I'm saying, he had pigs. And you know what I'm saying, my mother would send me to, you know what I'm saying, his house sometimes, you know, in the South. He still had a couple of pigs left from the land that, you know what I'm saying, that we still have a little bit, you know. And they would eat anything. I would see the food that they had prepared for the pigs, and it's straight slop, you know. It's straight slop. What is it? The pig trough? Yeah, the line, you know. And they smell horrible. They look horrible, and they just eat anything. You know, they eat watermelons just straight out, you know. I mean, I love watermelon, don't get me wrong. We all love watermelon. There's nothing wrong with that neither. It flushes your system. That's what the white man thought that he was doing when he fed us, you know what I'm saying? He had us eating pork, but at the simultaneously, we was eating watermelon at the same time, so it was flushing their system, you know? Because there's nutrients in watermelon. But pigs devour it. Pigs will devour a human being. If you throw a human being in there, they will devour that, you know what I'm saying, that grown man, that grown woman, or child. It doesn't even matter.
They even eat their own.
What kind? Did he respond?
No.
He didn't respond. All right, Sean, so we're going to keep moving, man. We got
like there's one more verse.
Oh, yeah.
Verse 8, of their flesh ye shall not eat, and their carcasses shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. You're
not supposed to touch the pig. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people have pigs as pets. They have pigs as pets. It says their carcass. That's a dead pig, though. You know, like some people, pigs, they don't really do nothing to nothing. You know, nobody. You know, you got wild boars and things like that. They more beastly. But you are not the type to be wandering in the forests and the woods and things like that. So you won't encounter a wild pig. They all over too. They all over the land. You know, in the United States, Central, South America, they everywhere. You just might not see them, but they roll in families just like deer. They keep their little ones near them. You know, pigs is disgusting though, man. You're not supposed to eat them. They natural garbage collectors, just like you're not supposed to eat crabs and lobsters and shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like the natural filters of the water. That's why the waters be so polluted wherever we at. And of course, on top of Esau pouring the damn chemicals in the water or whatever, however he do it, you know, like Flint, Michigan, But that Flint, Michigan is not the only case. We got many cases of Flint, Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
There's
But
another question.
Yeah, come
on. Get Connected says, why are you dressed like that?
Well, first of all, why I'm dressed like this. I mean, how am I dressed? I got, you know, what do you mean by that? Get connected. I'm connected. You know what I'm saying? I'm connected to my culture. You know what I'm saying? We cult leaders. So I'm connected to my culture. What do you mean why I'm dressed like that? What, like, how am I dressed? In your words. Hurry up too, man. Hurry up. We ain't got a lot of time.
There's another someone else, Luis Diaz says, I.S.U.P.K is the real one, Wes. The Israeli Church of Universal Practical Knowledge, not you I.S.U.P.K dudes.
No problem. You know what I'm saying? No problem. A church, the word church in there, you already know y'all, they Christians. So if you feel like we ain't the real ones, come with your questions, come battle. You know what I'm saying? If not, go to, obviously you are a supporter of I.S.U.P.K. I'm not going to say the rest of the name. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to mix you up because you look like I ain't going to say you look like because I can't see you, but you sound like a confused so-called brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're a brother or not. Who's your father? You know? But yeah, y'all keep them coming, man. We don't turn down nothing. If we could, you know, we can get into number one, where it says abstract. Number one. Yeah, for the brothers and sisters out there, you know, this is Monday Night History class, man. You know, and what we going in today is cannibalism. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna show, you know what I'm saying, briefly how the other nations, you know what I'm saying, on this planet and that's around the nation of Israel, how they consume flesh. That's not a practice of ours. That's a practice of you heathens out there. So for all you heathens out there, you know what I'm saying, you Hindus, you East Indians, red dot, target faces. That's what I'm gonna start calling you, target faces. You are bullseye number one, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of brothers, you know. Hey, Chinese, Japanese, you know, Samoans, Fiji, Tonga, all that, you know, you smelly Africans, you know what I'm saying? All of you Ethiopians, Ghanaians, Nigerians, South Africans, you know what I'm saying? Your Northern Africans, you what's that nation? Your Malians out of Mali, you know, where y'all like to think that they read the stars and they got all Sirius B, A, B, and C. You think they had knowledge of the stars back then? No, they didn't. You can't be on this earth and then look up at the stars and say, oh, that aligned with this pyramid and that pyramid. No, it don't. Because you're not that far up. How you gonna see that? I can easily say something like that too. They at least get paid for it. Damn, you know.
There's a question. From Izan. Chuba Izan says, Salaki Adawan. Can I touch ham?
Shalom, Yahaba Shem Yah Shabba Rakathar to the Chuba Izan warrior.
Says Salaki Adawan. Can I touch ham and feed it to my dog?
You are not supposed to touch pork. You cannot touch pork. Because you touching the pork is you touching a dead carcass. You know what I'm saying? You're not to touch the dead carcass of a pig. La no. There's other things on the planet that you can feed your dog besides pork. And you shouldn't want to feed your dog pork anyway. You know what I'm saying? You don't eat it. Don't feed your dog pork. No. Don't feed your dog pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. Don't feed your dog nothing that you wouldn't eat, nothing that we ain't supposed to eat. You know what I'm saying? The law says that. Don't feed your animals nothing abominable. But then you ain't got to, you know, His stomach can take it, but just think about it like he can't take it. You know what I'm saying? Forget that. No, you can't touch it.
There's a question from Warrior Yahanna. It says, if I may, sir, just heard you say this is Monday history class. I signed in online for class credit under Tuesday Brotherhood class since there is no option for Monday on the website. Does that work?
Yeah, you still get credit, Warrior. Warrior for Yahanna. I see you a lot on there. Yeah. Shalom, brother. Yeah, definitely. Anytime you sign in, you know what I'm saying, and you present your attendance, you're getting credit for that online. What you should do is try to come in class, though. Is he in the area? Is that the brother from Rockville?
I believe so.
Warrior of you know what? No, don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Put your area out there like that. But yeah, you get credit, definitely. Most definitely. But try to come in the actual building. You know what I'm saying? I know you got some type of time, man. You can have it. I'm telling you. Or make way. If you're really true about this, try to get it. If you're not a trucker, you know what I'm saying? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? Try to make it. Hey, you got some sick leave? Take some sick leave off. Come in here in person. I'm telling you, because it's going to help you. It's going to help you, like, physically being around the brothers, physically being around the sisters. You know what I'm saying? You can see the culture. You can see how, you know what I'm saying, how the school operates. You need that too. You can't feel that and get that whole thing if you sitting in your car, in your house at your slavery. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get that. You got to be here physically. Show up, go through everything that you need to go through before you get sat down in the chair and pay attention to the teacher. And if you have a question, you raise your hand. We are very orderly in here.
Right.
Very orderly. We do not take, you know what I'm saying, disrespect. You don't, I'm not saying you Warrior Howard Shop, but this is for anybody out there. You don't go into the white man's institution and disrespect his classroom on the level that you would try to do to the UPK. You try to do it. You don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But you try to do it. So, yeah, just keep that discipline and respect the priests and the prophets. You know what I'm saying? Because we respect our brothers and sisters. But when you show aggression, then we meet aggression with aggression. So, because we ain't the Christian church in here.
All right.
We are not the Christian church. Believe that. And do not try us. I'm telling you right now. You've been warned several times if you look at the generals. Do not try us, man. You know what I'm saying? Come in here and learn respectfully. Salam. So we can get into the topic, sir. Please.
The abstract.
Cut on concept.
Cannibalism, the consumption of another by an individual of the same species, is a widespread practice amongst many animal groups. Human cannibalism, or anthropophagy.
I know it's a wild word. Wild word.
However, is less common, but has been found in many diverse groups ranging from hominids to crusaders to soldiers in World War II. Although the existence of human cannibalism has been vigorously debated in recent times, it seems clear that well-described cases have occurred. The motivation for consuming human tissue may be 1, nutritional, 2, ritual, and 3, pathological.
Hold on, stop right there. That said nutritional. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? he consuming human meat, nutritional. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how sick the beast is. The beast being, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor, the white man. He the greatest one of them all. You know what I'm saying? Like, nutritional. Like, but for Esau to even mark that down as a category, you know what I'm saying? For human teeth piercing human flesh. That's sickening, man. That's how you know where Esau is in his head right then and there. You know, we would never say nothing like that. How How many niggas, spicks, and savages you ever heard that say, yeah, I can't wait to bite down on them and like literally take away from it, you know, and then ingest it and be like, yeah, that's good for me right there. You know what I'm saying? Now we don't encounter things like that. That's these two-legged beasts out here. You know what I'm saying? That the Most High call heathens. That's why I emphasize the word heathens on heathens constantly. I love it. I love saying it because these sick other nations, they literally physically, for y'all who ain't grasping what I'm saying, I'm talking about a human being literally biting down on, just take a chunk of your arm and eat it. You know what I'm saying? Imagine somebody just biting you and eating it right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever they gather out off of your bone, off of your meat on your arm or whatever, or your neck. You know what I'm saying? Vampires are real, man. You know what I'm saying? And not in the Hollywood sense. I mean, you got nations out here that suck and drink blood like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? We can keep going, sir.
Absolutely. It's like Hawar says the gories of India.
How about Shem Yahshua Rakatha, other one? What's going on?
It says,
war.
He says Agoris in India is a religious sect that consumes human flesh.
Already got it. Already got it. That's Salagi. I'm already there. Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up. Give me about 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe less. We can keep going, sir.
A case of alleged cannibalism involving one of the victims of the so-called Snowtown serial killings in South Australia is reported with an analysis of the history and features of cannibalism. Forensic problems may occur in accurately identifying remains that have been cannibalized. However, if ritualistic, serial, and/or sadistic homicides are encountered, cannibalism should be considered, particularly if body parts are missing.
You can stop right there, sir. And you can jump down to the third paragraph in the introduction. Once you see introduction, let's go to the third paragraph. Shalaki, Baba Shah.
No sweat. Similar remains from Go's Cave in Somerset, England, date from early Holocene to the Pleistocene eras.
Wild word, yeah.
More recently, the finding of broken jaws, the finding of broken bones and tooth marks and cuts with signs of cooking showed that it was occurring in the early Bronze Age Europe, just 4,000 years ago. Crusaders allegedly cannibalized their dead opponents during the siege of Ma'ara in the First Crusade, and 1095 to 1099, and possibly on the march to Jerusalem.
Right. So these are accounts right here. This direct account. These are accounts of sick Europeans. You know what I'm saying? In the Bronze Age. You know what I'm saying? Hundreds of years ago, that cannibalized their enemies. Just like, who was that? The Spartan? No, not one of those groups out there in Greece when they killed their enemies. They first of all, they fought naked, you know what I'm saying? With little capes on and things like that. And then they sexually molested the dead.
Damn.
Which was necrophiliism. You know what I'm saying? So those were necrophiliacs. So they killed their enemies and had, I don't even know if you can even call it sex. I don't.
Abuse.
Yeah, you just beating a dead horse, but yeah, they did sexual acts with the dead, which is called necrophiliism, and they were necrophiliacs. You know what I'm saying? So that right there.
It's like it.
Yeah.
Are you going into like the Samoans and whatnot?
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll save it for that.
I think they up next.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a couple on Japheth.
Japheth. Yeah.
Yeah. I got a couple of them on there. Okay. But yeah, we just, we starting off with, what I'm saying, with Esau right here, because Esau is the number one, We could jump down to figure 2 on that same thing, sir.
Okay.
Figure 2, first paragraph. If you could show, no, don't worry about that picture. No, just the first paragraph.
Case report or the paragraph in it?
It's as soon as you right up underneath figure 2. You
Okay.
see that
the front of the bank of Snowtown, South Australia, where 6 barrels were found in May 1998, containing 8 intact and partially dismembered bodies.
We still in Australia, everybody. We still in Australia. Remember, we just said something about Australia. We still in Australia. Okay.
Case report. Following a detailed police investigation, 6 barrels that were discovered in the vault of a bank in Snowtown, South Australia in May 1998 were transported to the Forensic Science Center in Adelaide, where a team led by pathologists John Gilbert and Robert Byard examined the contents. The barrels contained 8 intact and partially dismembered adult bodies consisting of 7 males and 1 female, along with handcuffs, thumb cuffs, disposable gloves, duct tape, gags, and rope. At the end of the investigation, it transpired that there were 12 victims in all, with 4 bodies being disposed of at other sites. The cause of death were often difficult to determine, given the state of the decomposition of the bodies, with a number of pathology conclusions of undetermined being made. However, there was evidence of strangulation, choking, and drug ingestion in several of the victims. The killings had taken place between 1992 and 1999, with John Budding, Robert Wagner, and James Vlasikis subsequently being convicted of multiple counts of murder.
Yeah, so just like Esau, you know what I'm saying, over there in Australia, he ain't no different from his brothers and sisters over there in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Australia, UK, they got a definite direct link. It's just being the sadistical maniac that he is. You know what I'm saying? Like Esau will get you fake, go out on, like some of you stupid sisters out there. I don't know why you go out with white men in a known city like Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? I seen this documentary one time where the sister went out, 19 years old. She went out with this white boy. He was 31, I think. Went out with him. They clearly, everything was on camera. They went out, had a date, went to the bar. He clearly showed her no attention. They was like almost separate, but sitting right next to each other. Then when they went to another place, they was playing pool or something, and they was interacting. He was hugging other white women. She stupidly, unknowingly, ignorantly went to his house. They even had a camera looking at the house, you know what I'm saying, from a neighbor's point of view. Disrespected the sister to the ultimate level, to the death, you know what I'm saying? Chopped her body up. They saw him dump her body off by the shore, you know, Milwaukee and Chicago on the same lake. Mm-hmm. So he did all that, chopped her body up, because they found her leg. So you know they found other pieces, you know. He might have eaten a piece of her, because Milwaukee has a history of cannibalism. You know, the great Jeffrey Dahmer, you know what I'm saying? He loved human consumption in freezers. You know what I'm saying? He got rods, he got male rods, legs, arms, faces. He got all that. He was the real version of Hannibal Lecter, but even worse. You know what I'm saying? He was worse than that, because he was in real life. This wasn't no Hollywood game right here. Jeffrey Dahmer was real. His name even sound cannibalistic. That last name, Dahmer. It just sound like something that, you know what I'm saying, human teeth would sink in human flesh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like sickening, you know. For those who don't know who Jeffrey Dahmer was, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer was, you know what I'm saying, some devil in the 90s, the late 90s. He been doing this for years. He been He been eating people for a while, man. He was a sodomite. You know what I'm saying? He was part of the LGBTQ community before they called it that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Straight up, you know. And he loved our flesh for some particular reason. He was a white man. Most of his victims were not white people. You know what I'm saying? They were of his kind. Caucasoid devils is what they were. That's what they were. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is. But for some reason, he just got a thick taste, you know what I'm saying, for Israelite flesh, just like the other nations. You know what I'm saying? We could drop that, sir. We can go to the historical example. Same thing, first paragraph. Just touch on this for a second. Historical examples. It's going to be the title, and then
I got it.
Got the first paragraph.
Historical examples of nutritional cannibalism.
Here we go again. Nutritional cannibalism. How does that sound? Take that.
Have included survivors of shipwrecks who either fed on the bodies of those who had died, so-called necro-cannibalism, or who killed other survivors for food, homicidal cannibalism. A well-known example is a French frigate, Medusa, that sank off Mauritania in 1816. Of the 147 passengers and crew who were on a raft, only 15 survived. The Donner Party of settlers trying to cross the Sierra Nevada mountains in the 1840s are another example of cannibalism in extremis.
You can stop, sir. Look, these people cannot survive without us. You know, you come up Sierra Nevada. You know what I'm saying? That's over here. That's in the Americas, right here in the in the divided snakes of America. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I call it the divided snakes, because none of these states are connected. They don't care about each other. White people cannot stand white people. For those who don't know, white people hate white people. White people hate America so much that they will go up in the Capitol on January 6th and take dumps. You know what I'm saying? Take what is it? You know, they release human excrements right on Nancy Pelosi's desk. That's how much they hate America. You know what I'm saying? Bringing gallows out there. They hate America, man. So why won't they eat you? They used to eat us. They used to chop our limbs off. They used to castrate the brothers. All those brothers that have been lynched throughout the 60s and the 50s and the 40s, it's been going on way longer than that. Let's just say over 250 years, 300 years, 350 years. Let's just say over 400 years. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to our Issacharite brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Mexicans, so-called Mexicans. They've been doing the same thing to them too. They was lynching them. They was lynching them. You know what I'm saying? Just as much as the brothers and sisters of the tribe of Judah, you know what I'm saying? Gad and Reuben, same thing. Doesn't matter. Same enemy, different tribes of our people, you know what I'm saying? But one blood. They've been doing the same thing to all of us, man. I mean, straight up unaliving at its finest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, Esau is a MF, man. I'm telling you, like he mofos, treacherous. That's why you need to come into this school in I.S.U.P.K under Commander Junior Yahanna, man, because we got the real way out. You know what I'm saying? We don't bend. We do not bend like your Christian pastors.
Right.
We don't bend like Reverend Rat Al Sharpton. You know what I'm saying? Reverend Rat. Jesse Jackson. He's unalive now, you know. But yeah, he was one of them. MLK. Luther L.A. Luther L.A. If y'all ever see me in person, you'll know what the L.A. stand for. I can't say it on here, but yeah, Luther L.A. Because he, literally did that. You know, what is it? I'm not your nigga tonight, right? Up in the Watergate. Yeah. Right up in the way. Go ahead, soldier.
I heard that when Esau first came to America, they used to starve and they was eating everybody and eating peoples, and the Indians gave them food. And when they got the food, regular food, that's when they started killing them all. I don't know how true, but I heard it.
It was very true.
Yeah,
it's very true.
Wow.
And that's I'm glad you said that, because I got that. I got one of them. It's not going to say the exact same thing, but I'll get to it. But yeah, Esau did do that because he couldn't endure the winters over here. So who else did he have to rely on to survive? You know, G-Dub in the gang, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't hang, man. You know, I mean, he wasn't right here, you know what I'm saying? But he was definitely here in the Americas, you know. And his soldiers was, you know, eating their shoes, boiling the shoes. But see, the thing that they don't want to admit, man, they like, if you type it in Google and you ask, was George Washington in the gang? I always like to say it like that, like some Heathcliff type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Heathcliff in it, because he's a gang. Heathcliff in the gang, and you know, his soldiers. If you were sitting up there boiling shoes and belts and things like that, what won't you do? Why wouldn't you eat a slave? You know, they vary in abundance. You got the Native Americans, you got the slaves, which both of us were slaves, first of all. Why won't you eat them? What's stopping you as a beast that walk on two legs in an upright position, which I can't stand? I wish Esau walked like the Edomites in Turkey. Some of them, they can't even, like, literally, they not too many of them, but they do have some people over there, they walk on all fours. You know what I'm saying? Just like monkeys. And you the closest thing to a rhesus monkey, if y'all know what a rhesus monkey is. Look that up. Put that one at the tip of your javelin spear. You know what I'm saying? Verbally, though, not physically, because we don't advocate violence or use violent weapons to get your point across. I'm speaking metaphorically. So that's a disclaimer. Do not go out there and create violence against Esau or any other nation. The scriptures say, I'm paraphrasing, do not abhor an Edomite or an Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? Abhor, meaning don't treat them like they treat us. You know, do not treat them like they treat us. We're better than them. So always know that. You don't have to deal with them like they deal with us. And for you brothers and sisters out there that be going in these carryouts, man, stop calling that Chinese woman mom. You know what I'm saying? That's not your mother, man. That's not your mother. You know, I hate when brothers do that, man. Like, just go in there, do business, exchange currency, and leave. Stop calling that rat-eating, bat-eating lady mom. You know what I'm saying? You can drop that, man. Drop that. Drop it, sir. Can we go to what's that? Number 2 on the list?
Number 2.
Come.
Number 2 is that's a video.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's a video.
It is?
Mm-hmm. Hold up.
Yeah, so this right here is Michael Rockefeller. He was part of one of the richest families, still one of the richest families. He went over to South Pacific Islands, right above Australia. You know what I'm saying? Papua New Guinea. You know what I'm saying? No shout outs to them. You know what I'm saying? Them bone-eating, flesh-eating people, Japhetic tribes. You know what I'm saying? And they look very hideous too. You know, they eat some type of fruit over there or something that they always keep their teeth red and rotten. You know, I forgot the name of it, but they look hideous when they in the jungle, you know, with no clothes on and, you know what I'm saying, things like that. And just, it's sickening. If we could, sir. Any questions?
Michael Rockefeller was on an expedition to study the local tribes in Dutch New Guinea when his canoe capsized. He took a swim to search for help, but he was never seen again. Nobody knew what happened, but considering his last known location, many people speculated that he was eaten by cannibals. Born into one of the most powerful families in the world, Michael was able to do whatever he wanted, but he decided to pursue his passion towards art. In 1960, he already made one trip to New Guinea and collected local art, which he brought back to the family museum. He was especially interested in I.S.U.P.K tribe, known for its ritualistic cannibalism and keeping the heads of their enemies. After a successful first
So this devil, you know what I'm saying, he was interested in the ritualistic cannibalistic tribe. Now he himself, him and his people, they already cannibals. They the biggest cannibals on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And he outdoes everybody, you know what I'm saying, as far as consuming human flesh throughout history, times of antiquity. He have consumed more human flesh than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the other nations are despicable and deplorable. You know what I'm saying? But believe me, Esau is the worst. You know what I'm saying? That's why his punishment is going to be 2 times greater than what we did for him. You know what I'm saying? What he did to us, he going to get back 2 times worse. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how things roll. You know, for you brothers and sisters out there, shalom, mighty man. For you brothers and sisters out there, don't think that justice ain't coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Because of the crimes that Esau did. You know, look, when you tuning into these classes, you know what I'm saying, and you going here and there, to and fro, you know what I'm saying? Just know that we have the answer to everything that you need to ask. You know what I'm saying? And we're not making the answer up neither. You know what I'm saying? We're coming straight up out this Bible. So when we say things like, you know, Esau is the worst on the planet Earth, yeah, he's the criminal. He's the biggest vagabond on the planet. He has no culture. You know what I'm saying? He culture vultures every nation on the planet. He's this, he's that, he's black. He's look at Bob Marley. You know what I'm saying? Bob Marley's a straight up white man. I mean, straight up, you know, culture vulture. Even though if you that invested in your people, why you keep promoting drugs simultaneously? Why everything you do gotta consist of you blowing weed? Like, how you gonna progress like that? Your lungs was not made to be filled up with smoke and then blow it out, and then you have unnatural sex, you know what I'm saying, with everybody around you, no matter what they are, child, man, and woman. You don't even care because you're so high, you know what I'm saying? Because you're a heathen. That's why Bob Marley was a heathen, just like all these other people that we can prove to be a heathen. Just like I said, we're not making this up, man. You know, these people are sick and they will eat you. That's the topic of the day, man. The other nations will eat you. They will physically eat you. They have always eaten you. You know what I'm saying? They cut our rods off. They cut women's breasts off and put them in jars in their storefronts. They displayed them even when they was castrating the brothers before they lynched them. They would cut them and then they throw the penis in the crowd. They throw the penis in the crowd and the white girls will fight over it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all ever heard of that, but check that out. Look that up. They will fight over the cut off rod of a castrated brother. Go ahead, mighty man. Shalom. Yahweh Shem with that. Going on? Good to see you.
Same here.
Yes, sir.
So I work in the kitchen industry, and jokingly, not jokingly, I'll just say it off the top. They find a fancy in eating bloody meat, sir.
Yes. Well, that's right in Genesis. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's Esau right there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he loved that bloody meat. he sold his birthright over for some, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a loser, man. He's always been a loser. You know, he's still a loser. That's why Esau should not have no authority to be running the earth. But you know what the scriptures say, you know, when the righteous are in authority, the earth shall rejoice. When the wicked is in rule, the earth mourn. You know what I'm saying? That's Esau. That's how you know the white man is running the earth right now, because the earth is in mourning. You basically look at me. You know what I'm saying? This the earth right here, me right here. You know, in a sad state. You know what I'm saying? When we get in authority, these same stinking heathens that we talking about right now, and they do stink physically. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, okay, I can slave comfortably. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hardcore slavery though, but at least I can breathe. I don't have to have my face dipped in blood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because we better than those nations. So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. You are better than the white man, Chinese man, Japanese man, Arab man, any 54 nations of the African man, and the Japhetic man, meaning the Polynesian Islands or the Malaysia, like they call it, the old Melanesia or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the South Pacific Islands and all the way up to Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? Fiji, Tonga, Samoa. What's the other ones? Papua New Guinea, the Australians. All those are Japhetic people. Those are the original people of Europe, if you didn't know that. Those people in those South Pacific Islands are the original people of Europe. They was kicked out of there. You know what I'm saying? So you can look that up too. We got classes on that too, if you don't believe me. I'm not making this up. If we can go to that, sir, we can continue this right here on Michael Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? One of the most prominent white boys.
Expedition, he was determined to get more. However, his second trip would have some sinister ending. On November 19th, 1961, while being on a journey up to Aruvimi River with anthropologist René Vassing, their canoe capsized in bad weather. After many hours in cold water, Michael decided to take a risk and swim to the shore in hopes of finding help. A rescue team eventually found Vassing after the Rockefeller family sent out a search party, but Michael was never seen again. Although his body was never found, the theory about cannibals eating him after he reached the shore still remains at the top. The rumors say that the other tribe from the village of I.S.U.P.K is the one responsible. They always wanted to hunt Tuan, which means white man. Apparently they stabbed him, cooked and ate him, and used his bones to make spears.
So who this is proving right here that they are cannibals. This is the Japhetic people. Because we're going to go through the line of them. You know what I'm saying? We'll be looking at. Yeah. We're going to go through the line of them. This is the Japhetic people right here. Japheth. 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 You know what I'm saying? The Japhetic people. People of Papua New Guinea out there in the deep, condensed, you know what I'm saying, jungles of Papua New Guinea. It's certain people out there, they still consume human flesh to this day. They did him. They said me like white meat. You know what I'm saying? They wanted that. And they got him. They got him. They like a lot of reports say he drowned. Then some reports say they got them, that same tribe right here that they just spoke of in the video. They got them canoeing. They, you know, like there's probably like 15 of them on each side. And for so happen, he's in that rowing the boat with face paint on. You know what I'm saying? Like he went amongst them and blended in. How he gonna blend in? This is like the Jewish, like the Ashkenazis blending in when you bring that scripture up. Well, the Jews went back into Egypt. You know what I'm saying? How did you blend amongst Africans? How was you able to do that? Looking the way you look. You know what I'm saying? Fake, false, and trash. It's garbage abuse. That's what it is. You know. We can drop that, sir. We can go to number 3. We're gonna be running through these right quick, Israel. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, if I could.
Yes, sir.
Japheth, they you know how when they the Samoans, they be doing, especially in the rugby, the All Blacks, they be doing the haka.
Okay.
You know, you know when they do that haka, and then they're like all animated and yelling and whatnot, and
Right.
and a lot of times they'll like stick their tongue all the way out. The purpose for that was to let their opponents know that after they kill them, they're going to eat them.
Right.
So that was like an intimidation factor, and that's what they did whenever them Hawaiians and Samoans and all them.
Right.
When they do that, they stick their tongue out. I was like, hey, I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna eat you. It's supposed to be like the ultimate disrespect.
Slav, if I could, one of those wrestlers used to do that.
The head shrinkers.
I don't know that one, but
yeah, that's them Samoan.
It was a lot of them. They stick their tongue out. I know what you're saying now. Yeah, they do have a habit of doing that.
Yeah,
You
it was for that.
Yeah,
for that
and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because they definitely, they consume human flesh. Doesn't matter if they from Fiji, you know what I'm saying, Tonga, Samoa, all throughout the South Pacific Islands, Guam, all throughout there, man. They all are sick. You know what I'm saying? They're sick people. Yeah, go ahead.
It's that white boy that box beat Wilder. And see some of them people, because remember he licked all on his neck and like he wanted to eat him or something.
What's his name?
The boxer dude for the heavyweight that beat Wilder.
Oh,
he beat Deontay Wilder?
Tyson Fury.
Yeah, Tyson Fury.
He did lick his blood, sir.
Is he one of them?
Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
The Irishman, like.
Oh, no.
Tall white boy with the bald head.
Right, no. No, he's not a Japhetic. No.
Well, maybe he might be somewhere in it. I don't know.
No, Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
I think he's a straight up devil.
Yeah, he's straight up devil.
Yeah. You would know when you see one of them. Okay, he's not a heathen, but he looks like his mother's factor, Dwayne Rock Johnson. The Rock, The Rock, the movie star, former wrestler.
Yeah.
The Rock has Samoan ancestry on his mother's side. His father is Judah, but he doesn't claim Judah. You know what I'm saying? By no means.
Yeah, he became the Rock from being a Jew.
Exactly.
Being Judah.
Right.
But then,
right.
Now all of a sudden he's Samoan.
Right. He like you wanted to say something, young man?
I believe the wrestler that you were speaking of was Yoko Una. Yoko Una from WWF. When it was WWE.
Yoko Una? Was that him?
It was a big guy. It's not this guy, is it, sir?
No.
He is Japhet, but he portrayed I think this is what you're talking about. These cats.
Oh, they definitely Japhetic.
Yeah.
And see, Israel, don't get mixed up neither. You can go over there in the South Pacific Islands and you can find, I remember them. You can find people, you know what I'm saying, deep in the forests, in the jungles that have afros. Just because other nations grow afros doesn't mean that they you. Just because they might resemble your face and everything doesn't mean that they you. They are not our people, man. Trust me. They're not. They don't do the same things. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere our people at, we still carry that same flavor. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere we at. The nation of Israel was scattered across the four corners of the earth, but we still carry that same flavor. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, if you do happen to run into your own people, if you are able to identify them, you know what I'm saying? Don't struggle to even do that neither. Because the scriptures also say, you know what I'm saying, you don't search for endless genealogy. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about Africans. Don't worry about Israelites over in Africa and you don't know who they are because you can't even get off a crack over here. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get off of drugs over here. You ain't fix nothing here. But yet your whole mind, your whole world set is over in Africa. Africa ain't this one big vagina that everybody came out of, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn Africa, man.
Right.
Who cares, man? You know what I'm saying? We Israelites. We're not Africans. So get over that. Slavia, sir. We can go to number 3. Bear with us, Israel. Bear with us, man. We're going to get through these things, man.
Japanese corporal harvested brains for cannibalism.
Yes.
Confession. This is Takashi Miki Ami. Beijing, August 14th. Shin Hao, Japanese World War II war criminal, helped harvest brains from from live Chinese captives.
Slack, sir, if you can show his image, if you're able to do that, that picture right there, is that going to be possible?
Yeah, I want some.
Oh, no sweat. Go ahead.
Sir, I work in as I said, I work in the kitchen industry,
right?
And I worked in a French restaurant, and they used to eat calf's brains.
Cows? Well, okay, cows are lawful. You know what I'm saying? You can eat the whole cow if you want.
Okay.
You can do that. Yeah, you can eat the whole cow.
That's just something I've never, thought I'd ever cook.
That's not cannibalism. You know what I'm saying? Now, this right here is talking about this Ammonite. You know what I'm saying? You got it, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it.
A Japanese World War II war criminal helped harvest brains from alive Chinese captives for a sergeant who believed eating them would treat his venereal disease. Lord.
So this is Ammon and Moab. I'm clearing that right there. Ammon and Moab. Okay? Both of them right there. Ammon is eating Moab. Check it out.
According to a confession published by the State Archives Administration on Friday, the shocking admission from Corporal Takashi Mikiyami, who served in East China's Shandong province from 1942 until his capture in August 1945, comes in a fourth of a series of 31 handwritten confessions from Japanese war criminals being released online by the archives as China marks the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II. In the confession signed on August 1st, 1954, Mikiyami also detailed how he slaughtered civilians and raped scores of women. He explained that while stationed in Linqing County, Sergeant Getsuji often ordered platoon members to collect live people's brains. In June 1942, Mikiyami asked Lance Corporal Yoko Kura to get some brains during mopping up.
Yeah, good. Salami. I like you heathens, good and dirty. You know what I'm saying? The dirtier you are, the better you are, because y'all worship each other. The dirtier you are, we can drop that. You know what I'm saying? Just know that cannibalism is not, you know what I'm saying, above or excuse from Japanese or Chinese. They actually indulged in it as well. You know what I'm saying? Who did we start off with? We started off with Esau. Everybody knows that Esau eat people. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey Dahmer, more present, and it's even more present than that. Then you go to who do we hit next? Japheth, just Japhetic people. the people of the Polynesian South Pacific Islands. Now we right here at the Japanese, Ammon, biblically, eating Moab, biblically, Chinese. Moab is Chinese, Ammon is Japanese. All right? Eating his brother. Congratulations. If we can go to number 4. Just for you, Officer Hawar. My man, Officer Hawar. What Officer Bakwasha is getting at, you know, if you know, even throughout, you know what I'm saying, the medical field, they can tell when they go over there and they, you know, like even the what are they, explorers and all those type of stupid devils that go over there and get consumed, like Michael Rockefeller, you know what I'm saying? You go over there and you're not paying attention to these people's teeth. You know what I'm saying? The teeth is constituted where they are biting into human flesh. If we was biting into chicken, beef, fish, goat, buffalo, lamb, righteous meat, our teeth ain't gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? We got good teeth, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, you know, if you know what you're doing, you know. But at the same time, we don't have disfigured teeth because we keep consuming human flesh. That literally does something to you. Like, it's so evil and demented and satanic. It does something to your teeth. You don't believe me, look it up, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a lot of time to go into that, but the teeth, you know what I'm saying? They can tell whether you've been consuming human flesh by the teeth. Salaki, sir.
All right. This female photographer spent a month with India's cannibal cult. There is a city in northern India called Varanasi that sits on the banks of the Ganges River. It's a holy place with around 2,000 temples lining its streets, where Hindu pilgrims come from far and wide to bathe in the river's sacred waters and perform funeral rites on its white sand beaches.
That river of water is probably filled with feces.
Not probably, Salakia.
It is.
Ganges
it's filled with feces.
One of the most dirtiest, nastiest rivers on earth.
All feces.
Many Hindus even travel to die there. Varanasi is also the
Can you read that one more time right there? Many what?
Many Hindus even travel to die there.
Many Hindus even travel there to die there. But they go there purposely just to go to die, to unalive, to be unalive. Go ahead.
Probably to be eaten, sir.
I would not put that past it. We're getting ready to get into it.
Varanasi is also the central home of the Agor.
Agori people. That's the nasty people of India, the most holiest people. That's where some of our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean islands get their culture, you know, that Rastafarianism from. You know what I'm saying? The Agori people. You look at the Agori people over in India, they got the dreads, you know what I'm saying? Those nasty looking dreads. They don't bathe. The men mutilate their rod. They put a stick on their rod and then twist it. Just keep twisting it. They sick. They don't bathe, which makes them more holy. The funkier they are, the better they are amongst the people. They smoke weed all day, you know. They just smoke weed endlessly. And that's a lot. Unfortunately, that's a lot of our brothers and sisters who indulge in Rastafarianism. So you taking up Hindu cultures, because they got the red, of course, they got the period blood on their head, the menstrual blood right in the middle of their head. They do that. They stink. They dirty. They don't bathe. They eat people. They smoke weed. They mutilate themselves. And you follow right behind that and worship an African. How much confusion is that? Haile Selassie. Damn Haile Selassie and all the Ethiopians. Zephaniah 2:12. Ye Ethiopians shall be slain by the sword. Sloppy, sir.
A tiny sect of Hinduism that has become known for its practice of eating human flesh.
What is it?
That has become known for its practice of eating human flesh.
Let them know one more time, a little bit before that.
A tiny sect of Hinduism that has become known for its practice of eating human flesh.
There you go. That's Elam for you. So what we down? Well, we down Japanese, Chinese, Esau. Now we got Elam, Japheth, the Japhetic people. Now we got Elam. Elam has a deep practice in consuming human flesh. Wow. You can continue, sir, just a little bit more.
Moving between India and Nepal and living among cremation grounds, the Agor are known as the nomadic cannibal cult of India.
Cannibal cult.
And their notoriety has far outgrown their size. In late 2016, photographer Tamara Marino spent a month with the Agor, documenting their rites and rituals, as well as their quieter everyday moments. Intrigued by their reputation as the most feared cannibal in all of India and Nepal, she sought them out while traveling through India. After some time, she says, I got the chance to meet Agor Guru Baba Ram Mahesh. And it was through him that I gained my chance to document the intimate daily life of the cult. I made relationships with other Agor, and they allowed me to make my work securely and spend a few weeks with them in Varanasi. Moreno's images of the cults are dramatic and beautiful. The theater of their fire-filled ceremonies unfurled against deep pink sunset skies as night draws in.
You can drop this. Just know that the Hindus, Elam, biblically, Elam, that's your East Indians, so-called East Indians, Hindu people. India used to be called Hindustan before it was called Hindu. I think they renamed it in the 1940s as India. The red dots, you know what I'm saying? That's menstrual blood, women's menstrual blood right there. They have a goddess that they worship that has it right there. It's like the second biggest pilgrimage right behind the Muslims over there in Saudi Arabia, Mecca. You know what I'm saying? The second one is in India. India has way more people than Saudi Arabia, of course, but all types of people come to Saudi Arabia and fill it up. But yeah, India has a more sick, you know what I'm saying? It's more sick than the Arabs. It's way more sick. Even on their ancient temples, they got just pornographic imagery. I think they got the oldest pornographic imagery out of any ancient civilization. It's sickening. Go ahead.
What they call it, Salaki, I believe they call it Kama Sutra, sir.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know if they talk about it in their book. You know what I'm saying? There was that the Giva Gata or something like that. They Hindus, yeah. Somebody look it up right quick. Look it up. What's the East Indian so-called holy book? You know what I'm saying? The Bhagavad Gita or something like that. But you can drop that, sir. We can go to the next one. You can you want to have one of the brothers to read that? 5.
Medical consensus and guidelines, major health and medical organizations have issued formal warnings or guidelines regarding placenta consumption. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC officially recommends avoiding placenta capsules. This warning was issued after a newborn contracted a life-threatening Group B streptococcus sepsis infection linked directly to the mother consuming contaminated placenta pills.
So this right here is a warning. Basically, the CDC had to come out and tell medical officials, stop telling your patients that they can eat the placenta. You know what I'm saying? Like, Damn, man. Like, really? So you think you just gonna tell women, oh, you know you can feed off of your insides, right? You know, after you have the baby, you know, like this. Oh, you know you can eat that. So you what's stopping them from telling you to eat somebody? You know what I'm saying? Remember, students out there, this is today's topic, man. Cannibalism, you know what I'm saying? Which was performed on the nation of Israel at a high rate. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the heathen nations performing on each other. But for some reason, you know what I'm saying? Because of devilishment and Satanism, they love when they can eat us. You know what I'm saying? We was better for I guess, human consumption. You know, and this is right here in America. This little paragraph right here, this report is coming from here, the divided snakes of America. You know what I'm saying? We can drop this, sir. We can get to number 6 right quick. We're gonna get through this.
Shock and fear amid South Africa cannibalism case.
Now here we go with the hammies. You disgusting Hamites out there. My favorite.
The family of Zanele Alaswayo, 25, who has been missing since July, believes she was a victim of a cannibalism ring that has so far led to the arrest of 5 men. Her decomposing body was found after a man who claimed to be a traditional healer handed himself over to police last week and confessed that he was tired of eating human flesh. Police officers had initially dismissed his statement, according to reports. It was only after he produced a bloodied hand and foot as proof that he was immediately arrested. He led them to his rented home, where police found 8 human ears in a cooking pot.
Hey, Salakia. See, they found 8 human ears. 8 of them. You didn't just have one. You know what I'm saying? You had 8 of them. Yeah, you cooking them joints. You know what I'm saying? Like you getting it in. You preparing and feasting. You know what I'm saying? You getting it in. You sitting up there. You gathering. First of all, most likely you are unaliving these victims. You know what I'm saying? And then you're chopping them up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we couldn't go deep into it, but a lot of these cases where they talk about people being cannibalized, a lot of these cases where they find a lot of how about this? Failed chop marks. You know what I'm saying? Failed stabbing marks in these people's faces and body parts. You know what I'm saying? Like cheeks being cut up so bad, you know, and removed. But at first, it wasn't done properly. I guess it's a way that you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying, professionally cut the face off. You know what I'm saying? So you can have a slab of it like a steak and cook it properly. It's pissing the cannibals off that they can't get the work in good enough. It's pissing them off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, this is what it's saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's real. Because people in Virginia was eating each other. Those devils in Virginia back in the 1700s was eating each other, and they was eating us. They was definitely eating us in the wintertime, man. Why won't you eat your slave? You do everything else to them, you know what I'm saying? To her, to the little ones, you know what I'm saying? To the animal, you know. Before you did the animal, of course, you perform bestiality on them, you know. But yeah, human consumption was real amongst them Europeans. They're the worst case. Go ahead, soldier.
I just wanted to comment on what you were saying. If he had 8 ears, that means he done killed 4 people. Because you ain't just chopping on somebody's ear and they ain't gonna run and go tell it.
Right. That's a good point. Yeah. That's a very good point. What we got? We can go to so like I said, we can go to number 7 right quick. We're gonna hit these Arabs up. Because you Arab think that you think that you out of the question? No, we going through the whole list of you heathens performing cannibalism, and you have a history of it. Got that, sir?
Face to face with I.S.U.P.K, Syria's heart-eating cannibal.
Can you click on that?
What's that?
Can you click on that article, sir?
What you mean click on?
Like, I think is it a video, or is it just the article, or do they show pictures?
You want the video?
Come real fast. Bear with me, Israel. We coming up. Yeah, so these Arabs are not dismissed out of everything, you know what I'm saying, that I've been saying. They on it too. Check it out.
Syria has been a brutal and brutalizing conflict. The rebels have been fighting like this for 2 years, a desperate, often one-sided battle. One of the very first men to take up arms has earned a terrible notoriety. I.S.U.P.K is known as the cannibal rebel. That's not, as you might think, a far-fetched propaganda claim. I.S.U.P.K stands over a fallen enemy, slicing into the body. We'll eat your hearts and your livers, he declares. Then he's filmed taking a ritual bite.
This was a depraved act against man's law, against God.
Oh yeah, this Arab right here, Ishmaelite, biblically, you know what I'm saying? He's been known. You can look him up. You know what I'm saying? Run this video back. You can look him up. He is a known cannibal. He takes bites of his enemies' hearts, which is more likely other Arabs. You know what I'm saying? He digs in. He goes all the way in. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like it, sir.
Like if I could.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure if you have that other Hamite from Sierra Leone, General Butt Naked.
General Butt Naked. I ain't got.
I heard about that dude when I was in the East Coast military, and one of my detachment commanders, was telling me, he was over there, and he was telling me a story about General Butt Naked way back, like in the early 2000s, probably in like late 90s, about General Butt Naked and the stuff that he was doing,
right,
eating people,
right. He was. That's true. That's true. Brothers and sisters out there, that General Butt Naked out of Sierra Leone, out of Africa, yeah, he was eating people. Yeah, he was definitely eating people. So, like I said, we can get scripture right quick. Lamentations 4:9, 4:9 and 10. We're ready to get up out of here, Israel. We just gotta give me a couple of more minutes. You know what I'm saying? A couple of more minutes. We on the time.
It's Lamentation.
Yes, sir.
Lamentation chapter 4, verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. Verse 10. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people.
So our sisters, man, at one point, man, they ate their babies. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you can get 2 Kings right quick, 6:26 through 29. Our sisters got to a point where they slayed their babies. You know what I'm saying? And they ate their babies. You know what I'm saying? That's because we disrespected the Most High. We wasn't following His law, statutes, and commandments. We thought we could just do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you Christians out there, they was like, well, why you never present, and you heathens, you know what I'm saying? Why y'all never talk about what y'all went through? Yeah, we talk about everything that we've been through, you know what I'm saying? everything. We not ashamed of it. You know what I'm saying? It's some pitiful the events are horrible, but at the same time, we don't hide it. That's what I'm getting through to you. You know what I'm saying? We don't hide that. If you could, sir.
2 Kings chapter 6 and verse what's it?
26.
6 and 26.
You got it, young man? You got it? You got it? If you could, sir.
6.
You got it?
6:26.
6:26.
I got it.
Quickly.
Second King, verse 6:26. As the king of Israel was passed by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, "Help my lord, O king."
Keep going.
Verse 27. And he said, "If the Lord do not help thee, whence shall I help thee?
Yeah.
Out of the barn floor or out of the wine press."
The king of Israel, at this time, it was Joram or Jehoram. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time. Keep going.
Verse 28. And the king said unto her, "What aileth thee?" And she answered, "This woman said unto me, Give thy son that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow."
That's sick. Keep going. 29.
Yeah, no, I got it. It's verse 29. So we boiled my son and did eat him.
We did what?
We boiled my son and then eat him.
Say it one more time.
We boiled my son and then eat him.
This is sisters in Israel, man. We was going through a hard time, man, disrespecting the Most High, and the sisters resulted because they didn't have no food because we've been surrounded. You know what I'm saying? We were surrounded. Food was cut off, and they just performed cannibalism. You know what I'm saying? This is not our culture. What we showed you today is the heathen culture. This is an account in our history, but this is not a practice. That everything that we showed you before is a practice. You know what I'm saying? Hit me right quick. Deuteronomy 28:53. Right quick. Deuteronomy 28:53. And we're gonna get up out of here, man. Everything that we showed you today, that's heathen practices. It's nothing for them to do that. What the brother just read, that right there is a besiege on our city. You know what I'm saying? Being surrounded, food cut off, like a blockade, like Donald Trump doing with Iran today. So he blocking a lot of people off from coming to get goods and leaving out with goods. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters.
This is Moses. This is Moses. You know what I'm saying? This is the account of Moses. You know what I'm saying? He warned the children of Israel, man.
Which the Lord thy God hath given thee in the siege and in the straitness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee. So, verse 54. So that the man that is
28:53.
28:53.
Yeah.
I just read 53, sir.
You did?
Yes, sir. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 53.
Yeah, read it again.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body.
There we go, right there. This is literal. You know what I'm saying? Like our sisters, and you know what I'm saying, and our people, we indulge in eating. You know what I'm saying? Like that happened, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the disrespect and disobedience of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that was a horrible event. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it was. And I'm doing that for all you Christians out there who and all you comedic fake Egyptologists who you actually brothers and sisters in the flesh, but not in the spirit. You always like to hold us accountable. Like, y'all don't talk about that. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't afraid to say it, man. You afraid to say that you know what I'm saying, man fluid is all in other men's mouths in Egypt, in ancient Egypt. You don't want to. Exactly. I knew it was coming. You don't want to attest to that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't afraid of you, man. We ain't afraid of nobody, man. We want West, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn all that, man. Damn the heathen nations. Y'all, the heathen Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. These other nations have always consumed us. I mean, physically, economically, spiritually, everything. Get out of that Christian church. Get out of that Muslim mosque. You know what I'm saying? Stop worshiping, you know what I'm saying, sodomites like this. He eats you. He literally eats you. This is like you got a body slam this, you know what I'm saying, this dude right here, man. Body slam. You know what I'm saying? He's nothing. Esau is trash. Japheth, trash. Ham, trash. Elam, trash. Moab, Ammon, trash. Every other nation is beneath you. Paraphrasing, the Lord said, you are a special people unto me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And those other nations are like spittle. Spittle is, if I was to spit, you know what I'm saying, and a little piece of it fall out, you know what I'm saying? Or like a bucket, or water in a bucket, and you drop a little bit of water out, you're not going to go try to retrieve that water that's already stained the ground. Nah, you'd be a crackhead if you do that. You know what I'm saying? That's how they operate. You know what? Israel, come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. I'm preaching officer Arawaya. I'm right here with Officer Bequasha and two young men up in here. Let's give a hand to Commander Yahanna. You know what I'm saying? This Monday night history class. Always be rocking and rolling, man. Tune in next time, all right? With that, I pass the class over to Precinct Officer Bequasha.
Right. Security announcements. We're the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're here to salute themselves only. It's like they're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find it in Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3:8-10. It means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, get to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation is Memorial Blowing of Trumpets. This is the first day of the 7th month. This will be on Friday, September 11th, 2026. You can find this in Leviticus 23, 24, and 25. Also, cookout season's coming up.
Yes, sir.
We have the dates out for a few of them, which is it's going to be Tennessee. I'm not sure which city it's going to be. It's going to be 4th of July weekend. Also, we have headquarters cookout. I'm not sure the dates on that, but the headquarters cookout is going to be in Philly. It's going to be in Philly this year.
Yep. In Philly this year. Slight change. Nothing wrong with that.
And we have the West Coast cookout that has been announced. That's going to be in Vegas and is going to be October 1st through the 4th.
Vegas. Let's give it up for Vegas. Right. You know what I'm saying? Brothers out there in Vegas.
And most likely we're still going to have the Midwest cookout. You know, that's always a staple.
Midwest monsters.
Right. You know, we also going to have the Houston cookout. Yeah, that's always a staple as well. So stay tuned for the dates for those.
Stay tuned, Israel.
Yeah, for those cookouts. Remind Akim and Akwathim to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headbands, and scarf. And with that, say Amajim, which means to stand. We're going to get one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat. Imajim. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yadimata. Class dismissed.
Shalom Israel.